And welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where last episode we came so close to getting our airship, only to be thrown backwards. Yeah, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. That's all this quest line feels like. Anyways, we got some meat. If it didn't work, I thought it was any idea. Here you go. Oh dear, remind me to never wander near a mud puppy spawning ground without a bottle of vinegar. Any road, this should only take a moment. I just need to do this, and voila. You cooked it that quick? Never seen a man cook a steak that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights. Alright. Hey, you want some steak? Oh there, lad, I don't think I didn't see you cook that. I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with steak, I would be my pleasure to oblige. Yes, I feel invigorated, refreshed, even the strength of 10 men. And their wits besides. You have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from blah 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 blah. You want some steak? We ought to at least receive a hearty meal before we march to die in this waste. Here's some steak. This fresh good steak, Hallone's blessings be upon you, my friend. Mud puppy meat or no, is the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Alright, you want some steak? I got one more. Here you go, right next to the person I'm trying to gain trust from. Everyone must maintain his skills. Blah 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 blah, here's some steak. You're Gosling, my friend. Too few appreciate House Durr for what they do. Yep, there we go. Some steak has been acquired and distributed. Now what do you have to say? It feels wonderful to see everyone with such high spirits. Amazing what food can do for morale, huh? Oh, I forgot about the hard-working people at the infirmary. So rarely do they ever have meals. Again? Yeah, again. Am I taking this steak? Oh good, I don't have to actually go get it. To Sonota, she's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patient that she's neglected to eat. Well, I'm glad I didn't have to go get another creature, carve up its meat, and bring it back. Thank you for being that considerate, game. Although I was half expecting to say like, oh good, but you know, these other people probably could use a meal and they can't eat much, so they can't go get me some ingredients for a soup. Oh, what am I doing? This is the warehouse, and the infirmary's upstairs. Hello, Moogle. Alright, so somebody here wants a steak. I must smell real good walking around with a fresh steak on me. Alright, upstairs we go. Hey, there's Sid. And hello, you want some steak? Beg your pardon, sir, but I'm busy attending to this man. Here is a steak. Is that kind of thing? But it hasn't been quite long since I last ate. I suppose it won't hurt. Ah, fantastic, thank you. Let's see, bread or stew? Basically, tenacity, vitality, skill, speed, determination, vitality, direct hit. What do you think, Orbo? Should we go with the stew or the bread? Stew? Alright, we'll take the stew. Not like we're ever going to use it, but whatever. Oh, hey, Sid wants to talk. Might have a word with you, Mechus. It concerns the people. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient, whatever that is, for the meter. You see, so I used some of the broken equipment to craft more advanced things, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help them recover me recover my memories. Oh yeah, you're still in the process. Since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings, all I require to complete the device, another quest, are the cores of 3 ice sprites. Though commonly used to reduce the temperature of a alchemic mixture, there is a way to alter the properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiating without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work. Alright, let's go do a fetch quest. Alright, Sid, I got your ice cores. Here you go, that was easy to do. Let's hope it helps and furthers the quest. What an amazing device. But is it truly whatever that is? I've never seen like it before. I too am unsure of what this machine is, while certainly impressed, I have no idea how to use it. Nevertheless, if it is effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder. Worthy the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wonders strange, for his generosity comes at a cost. Their earnest efforts are but means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. And what bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptations proffered by these unbelievers. Okay, so he is evil after all. Can I introduce him to my sword? Not yet. I was about to test this, so is it all because we interrupted Lord Francis's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly needs to oppose us at every turn. I'm gonna go introduce him to my sword. Maybe we'll get some answers. Before we can persuade Lord Drill to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Gull that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? My sword? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Corthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people within the fort. Sure you're fighting with Alpha Node, Nod, whatever, in the square. I'm sure we can formulate a strategy there. Oh yes, a talking quest. Well, I'll be back when this is done. Alright buddy, here's what I learned. Was it cold for you? Because you get to notice? My attire is well ill-suited for this climate. Yeah, you should have changed. I realized it too soon after a while, but paid no mind, as I'd hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Same here. I know. Instead, we wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with that irksome Inquisitor. Sometimes we've been busy inquiring people, yes? Yeah, and I found out they pretty much disbelieve him no matter what. Should come as no surprise that he's held in high regard, and so I am beginning to suspect that he has other reasons for hindering us. Let's more closely review the testimonies of the detained Mechanist. May I can provide insight to the Inquisitor's motivations. You do that. I'm a sword. Ooh, another weapon coffer. Perfect. For our war. Well, I guess if we're using that for warrior, maybe I should use the 36 on somebody else. Things for later. Something troubles me about the wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? The main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we arrived at the White Brim Frost front, I see no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by a light in the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from the north of the eastern, not south. But it cannot be so, for that lays naught but a deep chasm. Assuming he is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retreading his steps, showing light in the mystery. Ah, great. More nonsense. Anyways, let's go. Alright, Alpha Node, I found a dead dragon and a dead body of an Inquisitor. You got something, didn't you? Or don't give me a success, let's see. Dead body. Given the content, I believe you just made an acquaintance of the real Inquisitor. Newly come to the Corthus and murdered the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity. For even if you were to behave oddly, who would dare question? Still, while this is inconceivable proof, while this is proof, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he decides to oppose us. We must proceed quite quickly, Mechanist, before your deception has been discovered. Alright, let's get on with it. Ooh, more shoes. We need some shoes. Since Lord Drill's already been turned against us, I fear that is alone will not suffice to make our claim. But what might persuade a man so quickly disregarding the endorsement of two high houses? The cook just say the Lord listens to the respective opinions of his knight. If certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim, Yes, mayhap that is the only way we are left. Confront Sir whatever his name is with the evidence you discovered and see if he helps recall the truth that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with the horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the airship. Yeah, because that's the funny thing. You know, Orbo? Yeah, it's funny because, this is a house squabble and this, that, and the other. But technically we're trying to save, the whole country, the continent, the world. So we don't have time for this nonsense. That was actually the funny part. But the petty problems must be our problems, for we are a true hero. Oh, you have returned. Is there something you want to ask? The Inquisitor is an impostor. Don't be preposterous. How can that possibly be true? He is a paragon of virtue, dedicated to the Fury, servant of the Fury. Why would you believe this lie? If you're sincere the Lord's story is true, then go speak with Sir Prune. She was at the eastern gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here, but I will never speak again. The man who saved my life. Alright, let's go talk to them. Where are you? You're not up here, are you? Nope. This is boring and tedious, but we were right about the person being evil. Just, wrong at the time. Because they framed somebody else. I do not believe I know you, sir. Pray move along and trouble me no more. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it, not at all. What, do you doubt my words? Away with you. Really? Really? You're making me do this now all of a sudden? Oh, why? See, doubt. Oh, where's doubt? You know, don't you? Fury came here, pray this day would come. When Sir Wyrithans gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword rushed aside, strained to see the enemy. What came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family. Secrets I never told another. He said that if I kept this confidence, Sir Wyrithans and I would be spared, but if I defied him, everybody I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His role was marked as an Inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together, we carried Rush's name to the infirmary, and on his first night of Whiteburn, Inquisitor Gilman was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women good moral standing seized, lost in the possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I went to confess to Lord Drill, wanted to put an end to the madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threat, and so I did nothing, until Lord Fran was accused. Some time ago, I found the Inquisitor found that he kept a draconian rosary in a chest hidden southeast of the Whitespur Forest. Front, I don't care anymore. So I took several from his chest and planted them in the shipments bound for Skyfire Lock. As I hope they were discovered and considered evidence for the conspiracy against House Hale, thus exonerating Lord Fran and casting, oh, so you did it, down the other recent trials. That is the entire truth, I swear. Oh, forgive me for not acting sooner. Well, you did wrong, but you also did good, so I don't know where to stand on that. Yeah, I don't either. Alright, let's go talk to this person, see what they have to say. Please get this over with soon. I want my airship and get out of here. Alright, Joe, we have proof. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you free access to the stone vigil. Do I repeat myself? Oh, here's some proof. There had been a very good explanation for why you're carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this paper? Fury told me the Inquisitor is a heretic. Never before ever heard such an unbelievable tale. But this evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I misjudged you and your friends, Mechanist, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you enter the outpost, but first, I need to beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring the infernal impostor to justice. With pleasure. That thrice-damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hell's take him and his Dravanian allies. I am told he makes for Snowbait Cloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to... Whatever, lend me your strength, yes. I just gotta say, when somebody suspicious comes out of nowhere and all of a sudden finds a million heretics out of nowhere, that should be suspicious behavior already. Yeah. Okay, let's take on this fake Inquisitor, shall we? Good to have you with us. When Lord Cerebro arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we need to use force. Are you prepared? Absolutely. This guy's had it coming since I first met him, right? Yeah, let's get him. You need to tremble soon, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Harlan's Hall. Only the wicked... Why? Why must I die? By all the holy I swear to you, I have never questioned the teachings of Harlan. The Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. Lord Drill, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am present conducting interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain! I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Gull, and countless innocent. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Maybe I should just chuck my sword at him. Ah, grave allegations indeed, but you'll find your logic is flawed. How can I betray which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Drill. My conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? Those whose hands are black with the blood of those who only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade. You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence? Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Drill, then come. Let's see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravanian Fang and Claw. Well, you have me here, so this is going to be quite easy. I should say fake Inquisitor, but whatever. Alright, I wish I was a damage dealer, but this should be quick and easy. You're casting you're using rotten meat to summon a dragon. I was gonna say, what? Let's see, should we focus you or the others? Now we're gonna focus you. When it's done, it's done. Unless they get in my way. But yeah, look at that. Half health. This should be nice and quick. Leave me alone, worm. And you will be... Okay, you're gonna make this annoying. I was trying to spare you. I was trying to be the nice one here. But no. You gotta be mean. Oh, and of course, if I don't help out, the people are going to fall. Of course, why would I think they can hold their own? They're all weak. I'm the only one strong here. But target the right one, game, please. This is going to be annoying. I gotta keep everybody alive, and I gotta these have taken no damage since I've been focusing these things. And now, okay, he transformed, so it wasn't even worth doing damage to him. Great! I made the wrong decision. No, shut up, you would have done the same. Alright, I really, really wish I was a damage dealer right now. Makes me wonder if I should actually level up a damage dealer and not my other tank. Like, I would level up both, but you know what I mean, right? Yeah, Alright, come on. Fight me. I'm a tank, I can take the hits. That's my purpose. I just don't do the damage to clear this quest. Let's see, if I did do a damage dealer, I guess maybe the Dragoon? Because they do a lot of damage. And they're pretty easy to understand. Maybe. Of course, if I can level up the Rogue, or whatever his name is, maybe that would be a play. I just cannot picture doing this as a healer. It would take way too long, and there's more pests. Why am I not a damage dealer? Because I'm a fool, I know. You should be focusing on me. And you're annoying because all you do is AoEs. You don't do damage, but I have to avoid it, otherwise I get petrified and blah 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 blah. Just disappear already. I'm done with this quest line. The others have been alright, but this one for some reason was just super annoying. Done and done. My glamorous dispelled. Your plan lies in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. Please, haha, you may not recall the many Ishgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood. For that I am content. My only regret is that you let live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, white front will fall. Well, at least we're done. Yeah, defiant to the last. Leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves not better. Mechas, I apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene on Ishgardian's affairs of state. Well, you all suck at your job, so I had to. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you to our midst. It is past time that you reunited with your airship. Yes. But this is not the place to discuss your matter. Pray visit me at Whitefront. And bring your associates. Ugh, can't you just let me get it now? Whatever. Back to the front. Fort, whatever. Alright, bud, let's go get our airship. Have you been Mechanist whom the false inquirer has been slain, has he? Well, his is the tale we shall avoid, blah 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 blah. Oh, you have overcome a latest long unfortunate... Can we just move on? We celebrate our success, onwards to the enterprise. Yep, this is what I want. And I'm sure glad you agree that as past we enter the stone vigil, pay Lord Dro a visit, and remind us of the obligation. Sin and I will follow. Yes, let's get this done. I want my ship. I know, let's go. I'm running up these stairs, I don't care. Give me my ship already. Alright, up. There you go. Hey, you're supposed to help. Where's my ship? We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. For had not been you, the heretic masquerading as the Inquisitor would still be among us. Feel free to prepare on the innocent. I see now that all the four dismiss your claims at hand. We must understand it seemed too much hope that the silence of South Dawn yet still lived. I say nothing of Master Garland. I've never been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying that someone has delivered a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, I would appreciate if you would permit us to enter a stone vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course, it's the very least I can do, given all you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravanians who are now holed up in the ruins. In part, yes, I should explain. Don't! Just let me go! Shortly after you first arrived, my men has scoured the old records. They confirm that an abandoned airship has been seized by the soldiers garrisoned in the stone vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we've been able to ascertain, it is still in their custody when the outpost was overrun with dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has been not removed from the intervening years. For too long, the ruin has served as Dravanian foothold in Corthus, from which they have struck out. Depressing, blah 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 blah. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, they have yet been able to drive them out, and I cannot say when the situation will change. Or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Drillo, but there is no guarantee that you prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure the property without Ishgardian aid. Not ale. They ale us. Whatever. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Nathan of your pending visit. May home guide you, scions. Alright, let's do this. And we are going to stop there. because it looks like we're heading off to another dungeon, which means I don't know how I'm going to do that episode yet. I really don't. Maybe we'll try just skipping around. If it ends up being too short, I won't do it ever again. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll find out next time, won't we? Yep. Until then. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed gaming. This has been the Mechanist, logging off. Until next time.